Okay, you ready?
Good morning. The 36th District Court in the state of Michigan is now in session with the Honorable Tenisha Yancey presiding. While court is in session, there will be no talking, sleeping, lying down, driving, no wearing of any hair garments unless it's for religious purposes only, no chewing of any gum or reading of any material. And you must be properly dressed when a judge asks you to turn on your cameras. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Good morning to all of you. We're ready to proceed. So let me just state this. When I say, are we ready to proceed on the, and in this case, James Brown matter, I would like for you to turn your camera on when you hear your name so that we can move fairly quickly on today's docket. You don't have to turn your camera on until you hear me announce or ask if the parties are ready on the matter. Now calling and thank you, Mr. Brown. No, I really am calling you Mr. Brown. You can turn your camera on. You were in my example, but I'm actually getting ready to call you. Now calling the people versus James Deshaun Brown, ticket number P139301. Count one, improper plate. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. What happened to count 2? Please state your appearance for the record.
Joseph Pernicano, P84918, appearing on behalf of James Brown.
Mr. Brown, state your name for the record.
James Brown.
Your Honor, I've had an opportunity to conduct pretrial today. Mr. Brown has been able to produce valid documents. There is an offer for dismissal. There's no objection from the people, and we're asking the court for that dismissal.
One moment, please.
Sorry, Joe. Does James Brown have a valid license?
Yeah.
Can you look it up? Because we don't know.
James
Yeah.
Brown.
I'm not gonna accept his answer.
His count 2 was scheduled for today, but it was made by me error in my part. I put it at 1:30.
Oh.
2:30.
So for the record to reflect that there is a count 2 in the same matter. So ticket number P139301, count 2, drove while license not valid or improper license. The court clerk is going to check his driver's license. If they are valid, we will dismiss those as well.
It's valid.
All right, good job, Mr. Brown.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work, because this is definitely the gateway to the criminal justice system. One bad move without a driver's license could land you in jail in some cases, right? So make sure that you are driving properly at all times and keeping the documents with you in the vehicle at all times. All 3 counts will be dismissed without prejudice.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
One moment, Mr. Pernicano.
Shouldn't have been good. Did it have a fine on it? $300? That might not have been right this time.
Parties ready to proceed on Brock?
Yes.
You know, Mr. Pernicano, that's not for you. I know that you're ready to proceed on every matter, so that's just for them to turn their cameras on.
All right.
But get ready to call their matter. One moment. No, I can't find this one. Okay. Now calling the people versus Andre Maurice Brock, ticket number SP 132-15922. One count of no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joseph Pernicano, P84918, appearing on behalf of Andre Brock.
Mr. Brock, state your name for the record.
Andre Brock. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your Honor, today's a date and time set for a pretrial in this matter. Mr. Brock was able to provide valid insurance. There is a recommendation for dismissal with no objection from the prosecutor in this matter.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Brock, for being responsible and being a responsible driver. You are to keep that insurance in your vehicle with you at all times, sir. The court will acknowledge that an officer of the court has verified that you do have valid car insurance, therefore your matter will be dismissed without prejudice.
Okay,
You're free to go.
okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Just me, nothing. Are the parties ready to proceed on Nathaniel Banks? Now calling the People versus Nathaniel Banks, ticket number P1457786, one count of Joe Wild unlicensed. Please take your appearance for the record.
Joseph Pernicano, appearing on behalf of Nathaniel Banks.
Mr.
Hello.
Banks, state your name for the record.
Nathaniel Banks.
Today is the date and time set for pretrial. How would you like to proceed?
Your Honor, Mr. Banks was able to produce a valid license and valid documents. I'm motioning for dismissal with no objection from the people. There are also two 2019 matters that were discussed. Mr. Banks advised that he had previously done an arraignment and those matters were dismissed. I'm also motioning for a dismissal on those matters with no objection from the people.
I need to know what those minutes are.
I'm about to get into it.
We stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal.
So stipulated.
Give me just a moment. I'm gonna add for the record, these matters to the to the record, ticket number 197081881, count 1, no driver's license or driving without a driver's license, count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Are you stating that those were also valid documents?
Your Honor, it's my understanding that Mr. Banks appeared via Zoom during COVID for an arraignment. He advised that he was heard on the record by a male judge and that the matters were dismissed. I know that there were 2 warrants out on those matters.
Got
I
it.
spoke with the
So the
people
court has set
regarding
aside
this.
the court has set aside the warrants and will dismiss all 3 matters without prejudice.
Thank you.
Mr. Banks, you are free to.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you. Can I drop something on your side? Party's ready on Aisha Beasley. Now calling the People versus Aisha wait, 1 second, I'm sorry. Three. Oh, this one? Yeah, got it. Oh, these other 2 were warning. They gave her warning. Ticket now calling Aisha Sierra Beasley, ticket number P1314815, one count of 30 to display a valid operator's license, not on person. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Joseph Pernicano, appearing on behalf of Aisha Beasley.
Please state your name for the record.
Aisha Beasley.
Your Honor, today was the date and time set for a pretrial in this matter. Ms. Beasley was able to provide a valid driver's license. I am motioning for a dismissal with no objection from the people.
Okay, the court will acknowledge that an officer of the court has verified that Ms. Beasley, actually, the court verified?
Yes.
The court has verified that Ms. Beasley has a valid driver's license, therefore the matter will be dismissed without prejudice.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Do you stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal?
So stipulated.
Thank you. Ms. Beasley, you're free to go. That concludes your matter.
Thank you.
Ms. Beasley? She at work.
Miss Bivens? Does it look? She looks like that.
Oh.
Ma'am, you cannot be laying down in court. You are in court.
Parties ready on Laura Bryant? Now calling the people versus Laura Jesse Bryant, ticket number P10888046, count 1, failure to display a valid operator's license not on person. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, driving unregistered or untitled vehicle. Please state your appearance for the record.
Joseph Pernicano appearing on behalf of Laura Bryant.
Laura Bryant.
Thank you, thank you.
Your Honor, today is the date and time set for an arraignment on a bench warrant in this matter. For purposes of arraignment, Ms. Bryant is going to stand mute. We ask the court to enter a not guilty plea, waive a formal reading, and ask the court to recall the bench warrant.
Court will enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Bryant and recall any bench warrants in this matter.
I was able to conduct a pretrial today. The court confirmed that Ms. Bryant does have a valid driver's license. At this time, she was working as a travel nurse during COVID at the emergency department at St. John on Moross. I have had an opportunity to speak with the city attorney on this matter and my client. I'm motioning for a dismissal with no objection from the people.
So she lives out of state, apparently.
Yes, currently.
We have a Detroit address.
I believe, is your permanent residence Detroit, Ms. Bryant?
Right now it's Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
Okay, so the court will acknowledge that an officer of the court verified the insurance. Is that correct, Ms. Pernicano, and the registration?
As far as the documentation goes, it was not Ms. Bryant's vehicle that was stopped. She was unaware. She was working at St. John as a nurse in Detroit during COVID, and she doesn't have an exact recollection of the stop. Furthermore,
So is this pursuant to the plea offer?
yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, and the court has verified that she does in fact have a valid driver's license, therefore the matters will be dismissed without prejudice.
Thank you, Your
Ms.
Honor.
Bryant, you are free to go.
Thank you.
Awesome. Now calling the people versus Lakeisha Renee Bivens, ticket number P11266581, count of failure to display a valid operator's license not on person. Please state your appearance for the record.
Joseph Pernicano appearing on behalf of Ms. Bivens.
Ms. Bivens, please state your name for the record.
Lakeisha Renee Bivens.
Your Honor, today is the date and time set for a pretrial in this matter. I was able to conduct a pretrial. Ms. Bivens there is an offer for her to plead to a failure to display. Ms. Bivens wishes to avail herself to that offer.
The original charge was failure to display.
No operator's license. I do see that, and the offer written from Attorney Geringer is FTD.
It's the same. They're both the same.
They're
Yeah,
the same.
Yeah,
Yes.
I understand.
Ms. Bivens, do you currently have a driver's license? Ms. Bivens, are you feeling well today?
Your Honor, Ms. Bivens is appearing.
Mr. Panacano, one moment. Ms. Bivens, are you feeling okay today?
I had a shot and it got me up under the weather.
Okay. We're getting ready to try to get you out of here, but I need your energy to shift a little, okay, ma'am? I'm actually trying to assist you. Mr. Pernicano?
I would ask for a 3-month delayed sentence. I can discuss that with the city attorney if you'd like, Your Honor.
No, no need. I'm gonna do. Ms. Bivens, are you currently incarcerated?
Your Honor, if I may, she's appearing from a rehabilitation facility. I am not certain if she's there on order of the court. I believe that may be a possibility. Are you there on an order of the court, Ms. Bivens?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what I would have done in this matter is allow her to plead to allowing with the 3-month delay sentence, but since she's already in custody, we can just dismiss this right now.
Thank you, Your Honor. The matter is going to be
Okay.
dismissed, Ms. Bivens.
Thank you.
Have a good day, Ms. Bivens, or have a better day.
Thank you.
All right, we ready on Barada?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sorry, what do we have now?
Oh.
Call back in 10 minutes.
Why did we say 8:30 to 8:35? Now call on the people versus Anthony Eugene Barada, ticket number SP 135-37763, one count of no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number U 634-68122, one count of offer to engage. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Joseph Pernicano, appearing on behalf of Anthony Barada. State your name, Mr. Barada.
Anthony Eugene Brada.
After today.
Okay, Mr. Pernicano, today is the date and time set for trial. How would you like to proceed?
Your Honor, there is an offer for the no insurance misdemeanor to be dismissed. Mr. Barada showed valid insurance, and for the offer to engage to be dismissed and an added count or for it to be amended to disorderly conduct, Mr. Barada wishes to accept that offer and avail himself to it.
Is that your understanding of the offer, Mr. Barada?
Yes, I am.
And you had an opportunity to talk to Attorney Pernicano in the breakout room. Did he advise you of your rights?
Yes, he did.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes, I did.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, they did not.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, I am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, it is.
All right, you can put your hand down, turning your attention to April 20, no, that's your birthday.
I believe it is April 27th.
It was April 27th. Okay, April 27th, 2022. Were you in the area of Do you, it's Remington and John are in the city of Detroit. I can't read the handwriting. I apologize.
Yes, Your Honor.
If I may, Your Honor.
Yes, please, Mr. Pernacano.
On that date and time, Mr. Barada, did you attempt to engage an undercover Detroit police officer for sexual acts in a disorderly way?
Yes, I did.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
The court is satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Barada for disorderly conduct, the amended charge of disorderly conduct, dismissing the no insurance misdemeanor on ticket number ending in 3776, count 3. Mr. Barada, did you take care of the red signal and no proof of insurance tickets that you got the same day?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Okay, great. So for the disorderly, did we say it's 3-month delay?
I did not have that on my offer, but I would ask for that, Your Honor, if you're willing.
I am going to do a 3-month delay sentence. I'm also going to order the defendant to take an HIV class and return back in 3 months on October 23rd. I stand corrected. So it's a HIV testing and a morality class that you will take within the next 3 months. You'll return on October 23rd at 8:30. The fines and fees in this matter is going to be $220. As long, you know what? I do. And then when you return, as long as you have no further contact with police or any other issues, I apologize, Mr. Pernacano. I am not at liberty to change the plea offer to 3-month delayed if it wasn't a part of the original plea.
Yeah, if we could just hold off on the sentence for a minute, if we could maybe get Attorney Goss on here and I could ask him for that and see if he's willing. If we could do that, pass and hold off on the sentence.
Okay, we can hold off, and I do apologize for the mix-up, but I thought that perhaps it was a 3-month delay, but if it wasn't already offered, then I don't want to change the offer.
That's fine. It's been my experience that there's normally not a 3-month delay on the disorderly offer on these types of matters.
That's what I was thinking, especially when the officer appeared.
Yeah, I was only told disorderly.
That I remembered that the officer appeared. I know that this was discussed with the officer, and I don't want to change an offer once it's been discussed with the officer.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Let's pass on the sentence if we can. Just hold on, Mr. Barada.
All right, so I am going to return to this matter for sentencing shortly. We'll recall your matter shortly. Are parties ready on the Bridgman matter? I can swear we had already discussed this about intent. Now calling the People versus Alfred Leonard Bridgman, ticket number P1373774, 1 count of open alcohol in a motor vehicle as a driver. Please state your appearance for the record.
Joseph Pernacano appearing on behalf of Alfred Bridgman.
Please state your name for the record, sir.
Alfred Bridgman.
Your Honor,
Raymond on the bench warrant. How would you like to proceed?
for purposes of arraignment, Mr. Bridgman is going to stand mute. We ask the court to enter a not guilty plea, waive a formal reading, and ask the court to recall any bench warrants.
The court will enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Bridgman and recall any bench warrants in this matter, setting a bond at $0 personal bond.
And I was able to conduct a pretrial with the city attorney. There is an offer for Mr. Bridgman to plead guilty with a recommendation for a 3-month delayed sentence. Mr. Bridgman wishes to avail himself of that offer, and there is a stipulation to probable cause.
Okay. Thank you. And Mr. Bridgman, you had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Pernacano in the breakout room. He advised you of your rights
Yes,
and you understood your rights?
yes,
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a guilty plea today?
no,
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
yes,
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
yes,
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth and the entire truth?
yes.
You can put your hand down. Mr. Pernacano, do you have the facts in order to voir dire?
If I could have just the date and location.
July 26, 2022, 7 Mile in Hayden.
Mr. Bridgman, were you stopped by the Detroit Police on July 26, 2022 at 7 Mile in Hayden?
Yes,
And at that time, were you driving the vehicle?
yes,
And at that time, did you have open alcohol in the vehicle?
yes.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied. Does Mr. Okay. So the court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Bridgman for the open alcohol in a motor vehicle as a driver, placing you on a 3-month delayed sentence. I looked at your driving record just to see whether or not you had any prior OWIs or OWVIs, and you don't. So I won't order you to do an alcohol safety class, but I want you to be super aware that driving with open alcohol in the vehicle, the next step is typically an OWI, right? And so to prevent that from happening, I just want you to be aware and cognizant of it without me ordering you to take the high alcohol safety course. I'm going to take that off and just order you to the 3-month delay sentence, which means that as long as you do not pick up any further tickets or have any further police contact, this matter will be dismissed in the 3 months when you return on October 23rd, 2023. I am assessing fines and fees of $250. That's to be paid before you return on October 23rd as well, and this matter will be dismissed without prejudice at that time. Do you have any questions?
Oh, no, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set. You're free to go.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Joe, did you contact Mr. Goss or did you need me to?
I did.
Okay,
That it's clarified. There is no offer for 3 months. It's just straight up disorderly, which is what I had originally discussed with my client.
Yeah, and that was definitely my mistake. I do apologize. I don't know why. Now, we're parties ready on the Bates matter. Now calling the People versus Sharna Marie Bates, ticket number SP 1457962, count 1, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, count 2, unregistered untitled vehicle, count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Joseph Pernicano, appearing on behalf of Sharna Bates. Your device, ma'am.
Sharna Bates.
Your Honor, today is the date and time set for a pretrial in this matter. I was able to conduct that. There is an offer for Ms. Bates to plead to one count of improper plates and to dismiss the balance. Ms. Bates wishes to avail herself to that offer. And there's a stipulation to probable cause.
I'm doing the no insurances are improper. Thank you, Mr. Pernicano. You had an opportunity to talk to the attorney in the breakout room, Ms. Bates. Did he advise you of your rights?
Yes.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No.
And are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Okay, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes.
You could put your hand down, turning your attention to May 4th, 2023. Were you driving a 2008 red Ford?
Yes.
Were you driving in the area of Martin Luther King and Cochran in the city of Detroit?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I think that was the person driving it, not me.
That's right. You're absolutely right. So did you allow someone to did you own a 2008 red Ford?
Yes.
And you allowed someone to drive your vehicle on that day, ma'am?
Yes.
And was the vehicle at that time properly insured?
No.
Satisfied, Mr. Pernicano?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Bates for improper plates. The amended charge of improper plates on ticket number ending in 962. Counts 1 and 2 will be dismissed without prejudice. Ms. Bates, are you currently working?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna assess fines and fees of $190. Are you able to make that payment, or would you rather do community service in lieu of making the payment?
I can make that payment.
Okay, so $190. I'll have it due by August 21st. If you're unable to pay it by August 21st, you do need to appear back here on the same Zoom at 8:30 that morning.
Okay.
You're free to go, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. I know I deviated, so 190. Now recalling the matter of the People versus Anthony Eugene Barada, ticket number, lead ticket number ticket number U 634-68122 is the lead ticket number in this matter. Please restate your appearance for the record.
Joseph Pernicano on behalf of Mr. Barada.
Anthony Barada.
Okay.
Your Honor, I had an opportunity to have a discussion with the city attorney. The offer for disorderly conduct does not include a 3-month delayed sentence.
Thank you, Mr. Pernicano. And again, I do apologize for that mix up, for me mixing it up. I thought I heard 3-month delayed sentence, and I do apologize. So I am going to sentence Mr. Barada. We've already taken the plea, the guilty plea, and placed on the record that he is guilty of the disorderly conduct, the amended charge of disorderly conduct. I am going to assess fines and fees in this matter of $300 and order Mr. Barada to take the HIV test as well as the it's called a John's class. I think that we'll have the Department of Probation contact you to make sure that you have the information needed in order to take the course. And then you'll return here just with proof of that within the next 30. You think you can handle that within the next 30 days, Mr. Barada?
That's fine.
I'll set this for review on August 21st. I'm not placing him on a term of probation, Mr. Pronacano. I just need him to come back on the 21st with proof of, and of course, I don't need to see the results of HIV class. I just need to know that, HIV testing. I just need to know that you took the test and that you did take the course.
And
The
that's
morality.
8:30 a.m.
Yes, that will be 8:30 a.m. on August 21st.
What's the phone number for probation?
There, he's gonna
He's
actually
gonna
send me
chat us his
number.
phone number. They don't want to be contacted because they're overwhelmed with calls,
Okay.
especially from my courtroom. So, Mr. Barada, if you can send a chat to my clerk, she's going to chat you. You can respond with your phone number so that we can have someone from the Department of Probation contact you with the information you need to take the course.
Okay, I'm actually sending I just sent
You just
the
sent
number
it.
now.
I have it.
Mr. Pernacano, do you also think that you would be able to pay the $300 by August 21st as well?
I didn't know I'd have to pay it.
You did.
Yes,
You did.
it will be
I'm
paid.
sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know you have to pay it? I just told you. I'm so sorry, Mr. Barada.
Yes, it will be paid.
Okay, so we'll see you on August 21st, sir.
Okay, is there a way you can send any notification that has to come to my new address? Because my old address is getting
you
all
chat that?
these.
Can you chat that to me too, please?
Right.
Yes,
Just chat
I will
me
send
your
it. I will send that right now. 26137 Old Ship Road. Okay, I just sent it.
All right, thank you so much. I have it, okay? And I'll
Okay.
get it updated for you.
Okay, thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
You're all set.
All righty. Well, I thought we may have a trial, so I guess not.
That worked out.
I think it was in his best interest to take.
Yeah.